Autobots, transform and roll out!
Hey guys, I'm Tamtu for Zoomin TV Games here at the Activision booth for Transformers Devastation. I'm here with Kenji Saito, developer for Transformers Devastation. Thank you so much for bringing my childhood back to life. How are you today?
僕の子供の時を生き返ってくれてありがとうございます。今日はお元気ですか？はい、もう definitely, and he's super thrilled that you got to play today.
Right. So, having worked on Metal Gear Revengeance, being the director for that, how much has that worked into this game, into the development of this game, gameplay-wise?
You know, if you had to say one place, and it's maybe even more of a Platinum Games thing, but the responsiveness of the controls are going to feel, if you like them there, you're going to like them here. And also just, yeah, the reactions that you have, the quick reaction of your character based on what you do, is going to be very close.
So, from the demo, you tell us that this is an Autobot-oriented game. We won't be playing with the Decepticons. How were you able to condense the selection of Transformers? How did you decide which one we should feature?
So, when they looked at the various characters and who to put in, so Optimus was probably a must-have. But you know, one of the things that they looked at was just their personalities and what they thought would make them interesting in terms of both the gameplay and the characters themselves. And you know, Bumblebee is super fun, one of the key characters, and he just has a really fun personality. And they kind of looked at each and every character, and they had to make some hard choices, but they ended up where they are for those reasons.
So how much did you grow up with Transformers yourself, and which has been the most fun character to work on for yourself?
そうですね。僕も子供の頃からトランスフォーム好きで見てました。僕もおもちゃを持ってたんで、シックスショットっていうおもちゃなんですけど、持ってて子供の頃も自分でトランスフォームカカカカカって言いながら遊んでました。
So yeah, so first of all, when he was a kid, he loved Transformers when he was a kid. Watched the show, had the toys. His favorite was Six Shot, and he did the noise that he just made, which I can't reproduce, while playing with the toys when he was a kid. So it's like heaven for him.
I feel the same way. As a kid, I always make the sounds as well.
Yeah. 子供の頃同じ音してましたよ。He's like, yeah, it's kind of what you have to do. If you had to say one that was the most fun, he'd say after the Optimus Prime. He's just such an iconic character, and you know, he's a very powerful character. And like trying to reproduce that feeling of power in the game was a big challenge. It's something that you know, you had to think about a lot to get that feel right. And so yeah, if you had to choose one, that would be the one.
Now for the look and feel of the game, it looks very different compared to previous Platinum Games titles. How have you made it so that it looks like the cartoon and not like the photorealistic graphics that we had in Metal Gear Revengeance, Bayonetta, and all that stuff?
最初アクティビジョンさんからご紹介いただいたんですけど、アニメのトランスフォーマー
What could you do with Transformers and cell shading? And he was like, well, if they're gonna do that, it's gotta go classic, right? It's gotta be the old school, but like kind of new at the same time, so it doesn't look dated. And so that was kind of where it started, and then they kind of moved forward and just started trying a lot of things with shaders and figuring out how to get that exact expression that they've got. So. You know, previously on Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising, there was a much more realistic kind of look, and so they actually worked on Legend of Korra previously, and that was kind of one of their first forays into using cell shading. And so they took, you know, their learning from that visually, improved upon it, and applied it directly to the fact that you're showing robots and using using parallax maps, and you can see like the textures. I'm adding this, but you can see the textures like moving over each other. There's like a dark one and a light one, and depending on the camera angle, you can actually see it, and that gives the metallic sheen of the robots. So they did a ton of research on making that look convincing at all angles and all that stuff. So that was kind of one of the things that they're very proud of being able to achieve this time around.
Thank you so much for bringing my childhood back to life.
子供の頃を生きてくれてありがとうございます。
Devastator. Take this!